So, to clarify, we have divided this into 3 parts. So this is going to be a 3-part series. If you want to watch along with us, how we've done it is part 1 will be episodes 0 to, or 1, episode 1 to 16. Part 2 will be 17 to 25. Part 3, which will be the final part, is episodes 26 to 37. So the Diddler has only watched up to episode 16 at this point. He does not know anything further. I guess we'll move on to the next of the big 5. This is, we discussed this a bit in the intro. We're talking about Raye Pember and the FBI. The FBI situation. Maybe we should title it that, the FBI situation. So tell me, why did you want to talk about this?
I mean, Raye Pember and the FBI situation is right now. It's a very, very key. It's a very key moment in the early parts of the show. Obviously, Raye Pember is currently dead. He was, murdered by Light.
Yes.
But still, it's a very, very big factor, and the reason being is because Raye Pember was really the big link, the big link towards the catching and Elle realizing that it is Light that is in fact doing these crimes.
Indeed, yeah. Because it was only after the FBI died that they started going in depth, and then that's how they found out about Raye Pember.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously Light didn't know, but Raye Pember was like about to clear him.
Mm-hmm.
As a, former detective, police, intriguer, what do you think Light made the right move taking out Raye? Obviously, we have foreshadow and foresight, and we can say it was a wrong move. But in that moment, do you think it was the right decision?
I mean, look,
to take him out.
Everyone's gonna say, nah, you shouldn't have done it. This isn't. More time, you're in that situation, you're doing it too, cuz.
Key.
You're doing it too. We're like, this is the thing. Okay, yeah. He was going to clear him. Yeah. But when you look at it as the POV of Light, where someone is following, investigating you, it makes sense just to wipe out the whole section. Now no one's onto you. It obviously did backfire. So it was the wrong thing to do, but we can obviously understand why he did it. Yeah, but in terms of him, whether it was right or wrong, we know it was wrong. It was the wrong move. He was so close to being played. I feel like that was his last surveillance that Raye Pember was doing on Light. And obviously, Light rolled the dice and he came up short. That's just what happened.
Even though it was the wrong move, the way he did it was phenomenal. I can't lie, the way he did it was phenomenal.
Of course.
Because if you break it down, right, this guy, because Raye Pember literally just thought, oh, it's another day. Raye Pember himself did not realize the madness that occurred that day. Like, if he just did that incident, and then obviously the whole point of that incident was to get Raye Pember's name to kill him later. But if he just did that incident and did not touch Raye Pember, he could have got away with it scot-free.
100%, I agree.
But then also involved in the FBI situation is his girl.
No.
Is the girl. What was her name again? Naomi Misora. Do you think he made the right decision to take her out?
That one was 100% justified, 100% the right move. She had to go.
Because she was going to go to the police with information.
Of course, brother. Of course. As I say, guess how Eric Ten Hag needs to go from Man U? That girl had to go.
Let's not get into that. Let's not get into that.
That girl had to. Now, she was smart as well. Like, she wasn't smart as an L level smart, but she was very, very smart. And I feel like she would have been a huge factor of Light, getting caught. And I feel like eventually she was still alive. She would have put heavy suspicion on him, and limited his abilities. So she had to go. That was a good decision.
But then how did they catch L again? Okay, the way L caught Raye Pember and his crew, the link between Raye Pember was obviously they tracked the time FBI sent the files of the names and the faces, and then they did a ranking of not who died, not the order of the deaths, but the order of who received the files. Do you think that the mistake, because obviously the reason they zoned in on Raye Pember was because of his suspicious activities at the station? Do you think that if Lai could have just killed off Raye Pember in a much more simpler way, to not cause suspicion? Because remember, the reason they focused on Raye Pember was because my man was going on all of the trains, he wasn't getting off, he was moving suspicious on the cameras, he didn't have a file, that's the information.
When it comes to L, the thing that separates L the rest from all the others is the minor detail that, in the case. It's just the minor things. And obviously, if you look at all the other detectives, such as Light's father, for example, they didn't see the minor things that Raye Pember was doing, as you said. For example, as you said, the routes he was taking, how long he was staying on the train, and obviously the defining one in the end, as he was dying, Raye Pember was looking at Light, and L was able to observe this from the surveillance footage. So I think 100% you could say, okay, yeah, maybe Light should have killed Raye Pember in a different way. Some would have to argue, why did Light actually have to look him in the eyes as he killed him? Why?
Power trip.
Yeah, 100%, bro. And when you make moves like that, when you put your pride, when you let your pride get over your head, bro, you start taking them little L's, but them little L's always mean something, because there's always another guy at the end of the stick to see them.
Yeah.
So I feel like 100% he should have died in a much more different way, and his death, in terms of how it just wasn't necessary for him to die. It wasn't necessary.
And his death is the reason that I put all eyes on him. His
100%.
death is the reason they put all eyes on him. But Raye Pember, he will be missed, but it was a devious murder. Mistake, non-mistake, we will find out. But it wasn't a devious murder. The next in the big five